Well, hello, my beautiful Aquarians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for mid-March right through to mid-April 2021. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. This is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, I'm running a competition this month. I will be picking one lucky subscriber to win a personal reading. I'll let you know all the details of how to win that personal reading at the end of the video, just because some people are here for the messages, the reading only, and some people are here for both the reading and the competition. I don't like to waste anybody's time, but I will announce that winner on the 12th of April, which is in line with the new moon in Aries, which is a beautiful time, very important. It's a very critical time of the year for new moons, because it's a time to cultivate your vision and move towards it at great velocity. We have the High Priestess in the protagonist energy. So Aquarius, this is an energy of the subconsciousness. Deep down, there's a lot of wisdom here. You're using your intuition to move forward on either an idea or some sort of change within your life at the moment. They're really highlighting the keys for me. The keys, there's two keys here, so perhaps you're unlocking something. I'm not sure. They're indicating perhaps a double lock on something. I'll go deeper in that energy in a moment, but they're really showing me that the two keys are necessary for this, whatever it is you're trying to unlock there. We also have the Hermit. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? Okay, I'm loving this. I am loving this. So we have the Star card. Aquarius, you're showing up in your own reading. This is in the solution position. This is the outcome, which indicates there's success, serenity, and that the stars are aligning for this victory. You're going to be in the spotlight for something to do with your work. We've also got it paired with the Chariot card. I mean, that is action, that is change, but most importantly, this is victory. So whatever it is that you're trying to be successful in, you'll start to see the motions happening and you'll start to see it manifesting in front of you. They're actually giving me just before the new moon in Aries. So I would say round about, well, they're giving me they're just giving me 10, 11. So the 10th, the 11th, Aquarius, whatever it is you're trying to action, or whatever, if you're waiting for some sort of news, or you're pushing forward on an idea or a project, expect some really good news that catapults you quite quickly, actually, because when you get the Chariot card, there is a velocity and speed about this taking off the ground. But this is something that you may have gone a little bit MIA. Maybe you've sort of really gone a bit solo on a project. A lot of introspection here. You may have taken yourself out of, I don't really want to say social settings, because, at the moment we're in a pandemic. Everybody's pretty much in a hermit kind of mode. You may be like connecting with people online, etc., etc. But I really feel like there's an energy here of having a plan and knuckling down on a plan. Okay, I feel very much like the Hermit is a timeout. It's necessary because you've been working hard, but I feel like you're powering up that energy, regrouping your ideas and renewing yourself with a different perspective. And I feel like this is on everything in life, not just your career. I feel like you're really delving the darker secrets in life, or the mysteries of life. You're wondering why you're here. There's an energy here as well that there may have been something that came to the surface, perhaps some sort of reveal, secret. We will go deeper and find out what this is. But there's an energy here of you mistrusting something or somebody. Now, whether that's you're mistrusting something at work or you're mistrusting the system, there's something here. Your intuition is on point. Okay, I feel like it's almost like you're feeling between worlds. It's almost like something is off, or something, but you don't fully know it. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. Let's see what comes up in the Celtic cross. but things are unlocking for you, and they're indicating there's a double key. There's two keys here, and they're really indicating that both are important here to unlock something. So maybe that means something to you. I mean, it could be a door and then a safe. It could be a door and then the door has two locks. It could be metaphorical, that there's two stages to unlock before you get to where you need to go. It could be like a stepping stone. Please take it as it resonates. But they're indicating that your intuition is on point and your psychic skills are actually blossoming. So during this time, especially as we hit that new moon in Aries on the 12th of April, I feel like your psychic skills are going to be off the charts, okay? I feel very much like you're going to be very connected to what is, but what is not seen. I hope that makes sense. Some things are meant to be understood with the intuition and not with the eyes or the mind. So, you know, it's almost like they're giving to me, sometimes they explain it like this, so I'm going to give it to you the way that they're giving it to me in the channeling. And apologies if you've heard this already. The first brain is here, your gut, okay, your gut instinct. This is the first brain. You can enter a room and you can feel instinctively something is off, because this is telling you something's not right here. So it connects in with the brain and says, hey, brain, can you just check out with the eyes and see if there's any danger here or anything that I should be worried about, because I'm feeling all sorts of spider senses going on here. And then your brain goes, okay, and it says to the eyes, hey, could you just have a look out, see if any danger or anything's going on? And the eyes are like, yeah, check it around, nothing's going on, everybody seems really friendly. The whole, you know, vicinity it seems really great. And then they check back in with the brain, and then the brain with the gut. And the gut says, no, I'm not so sure though, I'm still feeling something, but keep a lookout, okay? I feel like you're in that mode. Okay, about something. We will clarify that energy. Also, there's an energy here of you looking at past mistakes in terms of your career. Now, Aquarius, I really don't feel like it's mistakes per se. I feel like it's almost like you're looking at times where you did not trust your intuition and you were bang on point, and you felt that you made an error of judgment in doubting yourself. Okay, I feel like sometimes that is a little bit of a weakness. Now, we all have that as humans. It's very hard to gauge when our instinct is saying, hey, you know, this is the right way to go. And you're like, oh, but on paper, it looks like that's the right way to go. Not that way, but your instinct saying, no, it's this way. It's really interesting, especially when we're given a set of options. It's very difficult to know which one is right, but always trust your gut instinct, okay? The Hermit indicates you're looking at that right now, and I feel like you've cut yourself off from a lot of people, a lot of things that, you know, you're mistrusting, or you're looking at that you feel no longer connects to the lifestyle that you're building for yourself. I feel like you've endured quite a lot, Aquarius, especially in your career, but there's something here that you may have lost your mojo, or you may have lost your way, your passion for, in the recent months, or maybe even a couple of years. You're like finding it difficult. You've had to endure it. It's been a hard time. There's been a lot of hardships you've had to endure. Now, whether that was there was no work, or whether that was within your workspace, there was a lot of politics there, because I'm feeling like you're having to knuckle down. Now, this is happening quite a lot. Maybe it's because it's coming into hay fever season for people, but they're indicating someone's got a very itchy nose and is about to sneeze. Okay, if that's you, bless you, or whatever you say in your culture. I do apologize. That's the only thing I can offer you. Gesundheit, I guess. But they're indicating, yeah, so if that's you, then there's something in this message for you. If that was not you, doesn't mean it's not your reading. It just means they need that person to pay close attention to the reading. But you're on the right path for happiness in terms of your career. I feel like you're coming through it. You're coming through into illumination. The star indicates a lot of success here. I feel very much like there's a new version of you, Aquarius, and I feel your goals, some of them may remain the same, some may shed away, but the ones that are remaining the same, or the new ones that you're implementing, I feel like you've got a new energy about you and a new way of doing things. You're very connected, and I feel like you're doing a lot of manifestation. You're doing things healthily. It's almost like you're having the courage when things are too much. You're having the courage to say, no, that's not for me. I'm not doing that now. And actually, when you're being very, how can I put it, discerning about what it is that you do, that's when you start to see yourself rise. It has been a bit of a slog. You may have been felt like you were delayed in some way and that things were not going as planned. You may have even felt like it was time to give up on a certain direction because you were losing hope in that area. But Spirit's indicating that there's this little light that's deep within you that's still saying, no, keep going, keep going. Listen to your intuition. That's why it's very important, okay? Because the Chariot card indicates, especially with the stars are aligning for your success here. You are going to be, there's no confusion about it. You're going to rise up and do whatever it is that you're hoping to do. The Chariot indicates change, conquest, victory, motivation. You're getting your mojo back, and I feel like you are the master or the mistress of your destiny, and any challenge that gets in your way, you're actually going to overcome it, okay? These two cards together in the solution position indicates any obstacle, you're overriding that, and there is victory is assured with that sort of energy. Now, whatever victory looks like for you, because it looks like something different for everybody. Oh, wow. How would you like to receive? Okay. Okay. We'll go to that last. So we have the Eight of Water. This is your present moment, Aquarius. There's an energy here of abandonment, feeling like, how can I put that? Withdrawal, you know, that emotional withdrawal when you think things are not going in your favor because there's been a lot of obstacles. The Eight of Water signifies you're waiting for something better, or you're hoping for something better, something that is more emotionally fulfilling, something that really sparks something in you. Now, either you're physically walking away from a project or a job or an institution, perhaps, because we do have the Hierophant coming after here. There's an indication here that enough is enough, and you're protecting yourself, you're withdrawing from something. I feel like it could also be that you lost your emotional enjoyment for something, and you feel like you've had to withdraw from it or retreat because it just seems to not be working. It feels like you're having to move on in a situation. Now, I feel that energy totally because of the Hermit card. It feels like you may have had to knuckle down and have a new plan, or knuckle down and readjust the plan in order to suit your situation. I feel very much like there is bigger and better on the horizon for you, and instinctively you feel it. You're taking all the knowledge that you have, all that wisdom, all that talent, that drive. I feel like you're saving it for something better. I definitely feel like there's just this energy of you kind of like also looking at the past as to what went wrong, how you did not honor your intuition and ignored red flags, or, you know, chose a path that you felt would have been better, but your instinct was telling you something else. I feel like you've learned from that, and I feel like it's almost like you're not going back to the drawing board, but I do feel like you are abandoning something in order to move forward, and actually you're manifesting something brighter and better your way. Now, the challenge here is the Hierophant. Ooh. The challenge here is the Hierophant. Oh, wow. They want the two. That's really interesting. The Hierophant and the Two of Cups. So this is the challenge. Now, the challenge is either a lot of learning within partnerships. Now, you could be in a business partnership with somebody, because when you get a Two of Water, that is about, you know, harmony in relationships, business relationships, and, you know, that commitment that we make. Because let's face it, when we assign ourselves to a job, we're actually committing to something full term. You know, unless you're doing project work, maybe that's what you're hoping for. You have a desire to flip the switch here and want to do some sort of contractual work where you're, you know, enlisted for your services on a short-term basis, so you have a bit more freedom for yourself. Or perhaps you're thinking about connecting to higher level institutions like colleges, and, you know, it is a meeting of minds. And the challenge here is this is long term, so you got to get on with the right people. You got to gravitate towards your soul tribe, because this is a long-term commitment in terms of your career. Also, there's an indication here that there may be some sort of challenge within a high-level commitment in your romantic life, either a marriage, perhaps your partner has recently got a job, because there is travel here. So perhaps your partner or you have just, you know, gone for a job that requires some sort of movement, relocation. You know, the challenge here, it seems to be, because the Hierophant indicates, you know, higher level of commitment, like marriage, or just, you know, being engaged or something like that. And the Two of Water is about soulmate energy, you know, or partnerships in terms of business, you know, being almost like a soulmate, finding your soul tribe. So I feel very much like there is a relationship here that is proving, it's not that it's, I don't feel like it's getting in the way. I feel like there's a challenge there. I feel like you're having to think about your next move in your career, but you're also having to factor in some sort of high level commitment there. Also, there's an indication here that you may be thinking about learning, going back, doing some online courses, or going to connect to some sort of college or bank, or some sort of institution where you're learning the ropes, as it were. And I feel like there, you may be doing that with a partner, or you may be doing it so that you can go into business with your partner. It seems to be a challenging aspect. You're very original, Aquarius. You've got a lot of ideas. It's almost like, you know, you may need to partner up with these people or these institutions, but you're so different and unique, and that is your superpower. You are, you've got wonderful ideas. You're very creative. You're very powerful with those ideas. You're very exciting. You think outside the box. You know, Aquarius, you're quirky, and that's what's wonderful. And the people that you seem to be partnering up with or working with are kind of like institutionalized. They're kind of like, I don't want to say this word, but they just gave it to me. Fuddy-duddy. I mean, what a wonderful word. Fuddy, or maybe that's two words. Fuddy-duddy. I don't really know exactly what that means, but I get an energy here that they're kind of old school, okay? So either you're working with people who really stick to the rules, or really sticklers for things, and you're like, can we not just do things a different way? Because it would just be so much easier. So sometimes I feel like there's a bit of a contrast here. You're having to work in a certain set of rules. There's that person with the itchy nose again, wanting to sneeze. So if that's you again, repeating the process, there's something in this message for you. But they're indicating here that you're trying to fit in when you're born to stand out. I hope that makes sense, okay? So that's the challenge here, fitting in when you're born to stand out. It's so difficult. So maybe you're walking away from this sort of fuddy-duddy kind of institution in order to do something a little bit more creative. Find your soul tribe, some people who understand you a little bit more, whilst at the same time offering a work space that you can thrive in and not be stifled in, as it were. Now, underneath we have, this is what's below you, and I'm using the Good Tarot. You only use uprights in this deck. The Messenger of Fire is, sorry, the Messenger of Air is below you, okay? Now, the Messenger of Air indicates the thing that's carrying you through is that you're maybe waiting for some sort of news, because messengers, they bring news, but air is about communication and intellect, ideas. Now, it's almost like you're trying to create some sort of new idea in order to move forward and away from this, because you've got ideas a mile a minute, Aquarius, and all of them are really pretty hot, but you reject a lot of them because you doubt yourself sometimes. Now, what I'm getting here is you're wanting to broaden your horizons and your perspective. I feel very much like you have a lot of experience about what you do in this creative sector, or whatever it is that you do for a job. But I feel like here, there's a lot of communication coming in about something. How can I put that? It feels very much like your sharp ideas. Things are going to be moving quite quickly for your highest good. But you're having to adapt with something. You're having to adapt in some way. So either you're learning something to adapt to a new way of working, or people are coming in. There may be some sort of new, I'm not sure why they're giving this to me, but they're giving me some sort of new contract that needs to be signed in your workspace. It may require, how can I put that? It's almost like a new contract's coming in. Maybe your company's people that you're working with are merging with another company. They're partnering up with somebody else, and there's contracts that are having to be re-signed. It's almost like if you were there if you worked in this company for 20 years and two companies are merging and you've got a new contract to sign, it's like there's fine details there where your rights as being a long-term worker working within a company are now null. They are being changed and you're not liking it. There's something here about that, okay? That's not going to speak for everybody, but there's something here about contracts where you're looking at it going, I've worked for a long time and I'm signing away some rights. I feel like you're not going to do it. I feel like you're going to stand up to this, okay? The messenger of air also indicates it's like there's a certain way of doing things, Aquarius, and you're like, I don't think I'm going to do things the way that everybody's expecting me to do. I feel like you've got a different response this time. I feel like you're very new, a new version of yourself, and the way that you talk, everything about you, negotiation skills. I feel like you're really going to be bang on point. Healthy boundaries here as well. I feel like you're going to listen, but there's part of you that's kind of checked out in this situation, and you want to do things on your own terms. You're marching to the beat of your own drum. Now, they're giving me that similar energy that came up in the Gemini reading. So perhaps you've got Gemini placement somewhere. It's very much non-conforming. We have in the past, recent past, we have the Magician card. So I feel like whatever this is already in progress at the moment. And I feel like the Magician card is you manifesting something new into your reality. I feel like you're going to manifest it successfully, and you're looking at your skill set. You got confidence, you're taking action on something, and I feel like you're going to be very, very accomplished in whatever it is that you're manifesting. The Magician indicates that anything is possible. It's almost like you are calling for a miracle as well in the situation, because at first it seems like it was all repressed and under the surface. It was all below the surface, and you're like, something's shifting here and I'm not sure what it is, but my spidey senses are going crazy. That's why I'm getting that energy off the High Priestess. And then things started to come to the surface within the workspace, or something has come to light that you've had to really sort of go a little bit reflective on, okay? Going inward for truth. You don't want any distractions. And I feel very much like you may have asked for a miracle in the situation, and it's being delivered with the Star card. I feel like the stars are aligning to bring this miracle so that you are successful in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. But you're calling it in. You're very, very strong in your manifestations. The Magician indicates whatever you are trying to manifest, have faith, anything is possible. But I feel very much like you are connecting to things like the law of attraction, the secret. I feel like you are really committed to a spiritual practice recently in order to call in your destiny. And I feel like you're going to be very, very successful. Now they're indicating that someone's very, very hungry and has just gone to the fridge going, oh, what can I have? Okay, I'm just feeling hunger pains here. And so if that's you, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to be for everybody, but if it's for you, it just means you need to pay close attention to the next card I'm about to flip over. If it doesn't resonate with you at all, it doesn't mean it's not your reading. It just means that they just want that person to pay close attention in this moment, because I'm channeling a lot of energies. Now, what is above you? Seven of Water, choices. You're weighing things up. You know, there's actually a lot of, it's almost like, what do you commit to? There's an energy here of either thinking about committing to another company that's similar but has got more to offer, or you're thinking about going into entrepreneurship, going solo on something, doing your own business, taking action on that, or you're thinking about being an entrepreneur but partnering up with a friend or a soul tribe member, maybe a member of family, in order to make something work that is more financially lucrative. I feel like you're weighing up a lot of options. Now they've asked me to go again on this position. The Seven of Water indicates choice, okay? And there's a lot of opportunity coming your way. But again, there's something very important about choice. Oof. Interesting. So, we have an Ace of Earth. This is the potential new job or new position, new promotion, new investment income. There's the Ace of Pentacles brings prosperity in its purest form. Okay, this is evidence. You will start to see evidence very shortly of something very financially lucrative aligning itself with you and coming towards you. Why? Because you've been manifesting it. Okay, you've not been lazy in your manifestations, and also you're believing in yourself. You're starting to believe that actually what is meant for you will never pass you by, and you're calling it in. Okay, now this Ace of Earth indicates, yes, it has been a rocky time with whatever it is that you've been going through. Maybe, for example, you were meant to have some sort of bonus at the beginning of the year or the end of last year. It did not come to fruition. There's something here about you feel like your workspace has become very greedy and very, how can I put that? It feels like, although you've understood we are going through very difficult changes for the pandemic, all companies are knuckling down and trying to navigate their way through a very difficult time. You feel like that they have kind of thrown their employees under a bus. That's the energy that I'm getting from this situation. But I feel also that there is a magnificent opportunity that is coming your way that indicates you're in alignment with success. Okay, I feel like you're going to start to see evidence, real evidence of abundance manifesting in your world. I also feel like you are making an impact. Whatever this is, you're making an impact. I feel like, as I said, a new version of yourself. You're not taking this sitting down. Okay. Also, I feel very much like you're in a mindset where you can turn anything to gold. You're generating gold from resources that you have at your fingertips. So I feel like you're just turning this whole ship around for the better. Now, but it indicates with Two of Air here that it's almost like you're guaranteed some sort of financial success and opportunity, even when circumstances are uncertain, because we have a Two of Air here. So I feel like you'll be weighing up a lot of options. You have choice, but it is an uncertain time, and I feel like things are at a stalemate for a lot of people. But you find your perfect answer, and I feel like you're going to call in something that gives you peace of mind. Okay, now what is in your near future? Because that is your potential. A new job or raise, promotion, something that helps you navigate these seas that is going to be financially lucrative. What is in your near future for my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What do they need to know? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know? Now, they're showing me mushrooms. Mushrooms. So either you're currently cooking up some mushrooms for yourself or others. Whenever I get mushrooms, there's an indication that even in the darkest places where things really don't grow, you will be able to grow. Okay, no matter what, you will manage to find a way. That's the energy that I'm getting, because you're tenacious. You've got drive. You've got ambition. You are. You have endurance and strength, and you're very talented at what you do. So when I get a mushroom as an image, that's often the energy that I get. But you could actually be cooking mushrooms right now. If that's you, there's something in this message for you. I mean, you could be choosing mushrooms in the store, or, just washing them out or something like that. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Near future. Oh, look at that. 10 of Water. Wonderful time. This is, above getting your wishes coming true. This is total love, support from everybody, and total contentment. This is the Big 10. This is success. This is serenity, peace, good fortune, well-being. Okay, all will be well in your world. You're going to navigate these tough times very intrinsically, and I feel like you will accomplish great things. Okay, so whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, it's going to be very, very successful. It has to do with it's interesting, it has to do with your emotions. You don't really, we all take jobs that we have to take in order to make the money to pay the bills. But I feel like whatever this is, whatever your choices are, I feel like emotionally you're going to be very, very involved in this. And I feel like you're going to really enjoy what you do. And it's going to be successful. It will raise you up, and it will give you peace of mind, which is really, really important. Now, what is the advice that my beautiful Aquarians are giving to themselves in this moment? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Okay, they're just giving me the name Rick. Rick. Ooh, okay. Now they're just giving me Slick Rick. I'm not sure if I'm enjoying that energy. Rick. So either your name is Rick, or you're dealing with someone called Rick or something like that. Please take it as it resonates. I mean, it could be something else. It could be the name of a company, Rick, or so please take it as it resonates. But they were giving me Slick Rick. So either you're working with someone who is a little bit underhanded, you feel, called Rick, or maybe that's the nickname that you give people or give this person. Slick Rick. It could be that I'm just feeling like an uneasy energy about it, but it could be that this person is really jammy and just Slick Rick, you know, things just work out in their favor. But the energy that I'm picking up on is like, yeah, I would be weary of that energy, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting there. So what is the advice? 8 of Air. Interesting energy. Release. See things as they truly are. Don't deny your feelings. You know, there's clarity here. When you've got this card, this indicates there is a certain element of anxiety that may be self-imposed, but you're actually, especially in this particular deck, the 8 of Air is a release from denial. You're seeing things, everything as they are. All illusions are shifting, and you're ready for that to move on. You're ready to sort of have the courage to go wherever it is that you want to go. It's like feeling that fear and doing it anyway. It's time to face it. That's the energy that I'm getting, okay? You're letting it all shed and go. Sorry, they're just giving me something. One moment, please. This is so random, but I'm going to give it to you because that's what they're giving me. They're showing me a feather and a pea. A pea that you would eat, like a petit pois. A pea. A feather and a pea. I mean, unless you've got like a feather and a pea next to each other on a desk or something like that. Maybe it's an ornament or something. I'm not really sure what they're giving me here. Maybe it's about letting go of something, shedding something softly with grace, and that the pea could indicate there is already like something coming to fruition or something. There's already something present, another opportunity. I'm not sure. I can't really decode that. So Spirit, if you'd like to give me something, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Nope, they're just showing me that. So if that resonates in some way, please put it in the comments box below. I'd love to know, because right now it's not, I can't tell you something that I'm not getting, okay? I can't just make it up, okay? So what is the environment? 3 of Water, celebration. 3 of Water indicates that there is going to be a time of collaboration, celebration, and sharing abundance. There is an energy here of team spirit. I feel very much like you've all got a common goal, friendship perhaps. Perhaps all of you at work or within your soul tribe are banding together to raise each other up. It has come after a time of you, and I feel like you have gone a very sort of solitary energy to really think about things, cut yourself off from a lot of things. But I feel like people still got your back. Even if they haven't said it, they're right behind you, whatever this is. Because I feel like you're disconnecting from something and people feel it. It's not like you. It's not in your nature. They want you to succeed. In the universe, this is the environment, the external influences. The universe wants you to celebrate. The universe wants to give you an opportunity. Now, I feel like there is 2 opportunities, 2 major ones coming your way. I know that you have a lot of choice. Even though that's a 3 of Water, I feel like there's 2 opportunities, okay? And both are actually equal. Trust your intuition on the one that you feel is right for you, okay? Now, what is your hopes and fears? Woohoo! Getting the big one, King of Earth. King of Earth is about being an entrepreneur. Your hopes and fears, abundance, wealth. This is about manifesting a reliable amount of money that lasts the test of time. You know, this is you manifesting to your highest good. This is huge financial opportunities and the ability to attract abundance. I feel like you're going to be, your manifestations put you in the right position to be a solid, practical investor. Perhaps you're stepping into a role, a managerial role, or some sort of role that gives you more responsibility. If you're being an entrepreneur, I feel like you are definitely heading in the right direction. You've got some solid ideas, and I feel like it's going to be very financially lucrative. Okay, I feel like you're manifesting strongly, but you've got more than that to back it up. You've got the smarts. Okay, when you got a King of Earth, this person knows what they're doing financially. Male or female, not a gender specific reading. I feel like it will be, oh, they just said, look at his crown. So I'm looking, well, it's kind of, well, yeah, it is. Well, they are antlers coming out of his crown. And as you can see, there's a mushroom right there. I hope you can see that. It's quite small. Mushroom right there. So I feel very much like whatever you are planning is going to be very, very, very successful, okay? Financially and in terms of a business move. Now, I also feel like the fear here is that there's two fears here, actually. Two fears. One is, oh, interesting fear, Aquarius. Very interesting fear. There's a fear here of, now don't shoot the messenger when I say this. There's a fear here of success, okay? And this comes from the energy of, yes, you're going to be very successful, but you don't want money to change you, okay? Because you are acutely aware of people who get quite a lot of money and become very arrogant or very changed by whatever it is that comes their way. And you don't want to be that person. You're very acutely aware of financial gain, which is wonderful. Not everybody's like that. So I take my hat off to you if I was wearing one. Now they're giving me the name Sylvester. Ooh, that's quite a precise one, Sylvester. So either your name is Sylvester or someone you're dealing with is called Sylvester. It could be a surname. It's very precise. I mean, it's not a Joe Bloggs kind of name. So Sylvester. The only Sylvester I can think of personally, but they're not giving that to me. They're just giving me the name. The only Sylvester I can think of is like Tweety Pie and Sylvester. I'm really old school, okay? For all those young'uns out there, if you don't know who that is, look it up. It's like a little black and white cat. But his code name, his words were Suffering Succotash or something like that. I don't know. But he was always trying to grab Tweety. So maybe that's the energy, you know, always trying to grab the goal, but never quite reaching it. So maybe that's also a fear. But that's one energy that I'm getting. The other energy that I'm getting is that you feel like the investment may fall through, or that you won't be able to sustain it. You may feel like you're not good enough. You may also feel like that as you rise, that people may be jealous of you and that you may become lonely at the top. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here in this card, Aquarius. A lot of deep thinking. Maybe it comes from that Hermit card. But ultimately, I feel like you're on the pathway to success and you're looking at the top. The only way is up here. That's the energy that I'm getting. Now, what is the outcome? What is the outcome for the time period I've set? Could you... Ooh. We have Five of Water, King of Fire. Boom and boom. They're just clarifying the whole reading for me. Five of Water indicates you're letting something go. You're abandoning something. You're walking away from something, or you're feeling abandoned by something, and they've given you no other choice but to find an alternative route, which requires you stepping into a king role, stepping into, or a queen role, but male or female. This is not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy, which is stepping into a position of power. Okay, I feel very much like wherever you were, or whoever you were connected with, whether you were in a partnership with a company or you were in a partnership with somebody and it was working, it's not working anymore, and you're having to take yourself out of the situation, or you've been pushed out of the situation, and there's a lot of deep-rooted feelings there of having to let it go and let it flow, allowing the sadness to rise and sort of fall. But it's almost like you're taking the higher ground, forgiving and moving on. You're not forgetting. You're not forgetting, because I feel like you never forget when someone's done a disservice to you, and equally you never forget when someone's done something wonderful for you as well. I feel like you always pay that person back in kind. You don't keep like a score, but it's just a feeling. It always comes full circle. Karma always does. And I feel like you're having to let something go, but you're listening to your intuition. You know it's the right thing to do. Okay, now we have the King of Fire. This is replacing it. So you're letting go of something in order to get something better. King of Fire, entrepreneurial energy. This is Aries energy, okay? Being a bold leader, courageous, stepping either into a new position of power with passion, with drive. It will lead to the finances, okay? But they're indicating you're following your heart, which is the most important, Aquarius. So either you are deciding to start your own business, because this is an entrepreneurial card. You'll get a double kickstart of energy from that new moon in Aries, which is about cultivating your vision and rising up there. It's a very, very strong new moon. But also there's an energy here of you either stepping into some sort of position of power that leads to a financially lucrative time for you. There's a lot of wisdom. You have a sparkle, you have a drive, you have an originality about you where you're an influencer, okay, Aquarius? So, oh, I feel like you're the perfect person to be very careful with that sort of power, because they're giving me this sentence. Maybe it's because I mentioned spider senses earlier. With great power comes great responsibility, okay? And I know that that comes from something like Spider-Man or something, because it came up, I think, last year in a reading, and one of you wonderful subscribers said, oh, that is in Spider-Man. So I learned something. I love it when I learn, okay, from you all. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. But yeah, definitely, this is an incredible position to be in. So I feel like you're rising up and you're going to be very successful at what you do. The Ten of Water, success. Okay, so a wonderful energy read there for you, my beautiful Aquarians. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Just before, well, when I picked up the cards, they're giving me Rob Roy. Now, I know that that's Rob Roy is a historical figure. I cannot tell you for the life of me right now, because I'm channeling. I cannot tell you why he's a historical figure, but I feel like it's something like mutiny on the bounty kind of energy. So perhaps there's been some sort of, as I said, something going on within the workspace. I'll have to look it up after the reading, but they're giving me Rob Roy. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, that could be it could be a nickname for you. It could be, maybe it's two people, Rob and Roy. My gosh, I didn't even realize. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful, thank you so much. So we have centering, okay? Look at that figure. She's coming out of the mirror. New version of herself. Done a lot of reflecting, but you're coming out now. Now's the time to be completely centered and know exactly what it is that you want. There's a lot of transformation here. They're also showing me a slug. A slug. So with a slug, I feel, very slow process, sluggish kind of energy. But something, again, I mean, getting a slug and Slick Rick and all of those things, those energies, there's something here about somebody that's kind of like, you kind of go, ew. Even though I love slugs. I think they're great. Whenever I'm going down the path and everything, I remove everything that's living in my path if I'm bringing something down, because I don't want to kill it. It's here for a reason, Even slugs, I love them. But when you look at them, initially you kind of go, ew. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's the energy that I'm getting from that. Okay. They're giving me initials here. N and K. N-K. N-K. I also want to say Nick. N-K. Nick. Maybe. I'm not sure. So if that resonates with you in some way, maybe your name is Nick, but you give it, you sign yourself off N-K. I'm not sure. There's a reason why I'm getting that. But if it resonates, please. They're also giving me a dog tag. Dog tag. They're showing me a dog tag. So either you've got that written on your dog tag, or you're currently touching a dog tag that you've got. It may be, I feel like it's more of a, it's interesting. Now this could be something that was given to you, a dog tag that was given to you that is of very, very important relevance to you from a family member who may have served. Because I don't know, it feels very special. And if it was just a fashion statement, I feel, because you can get those things, I feel like it wouldn't have the significance I feel it has right now. So a dog tag seems to be very, very significant. Please take it as it resonates. I'm not sure where they're going with that. But we also got expression. Okay, so again, Aquarius, why are you dulling your shine? You're rising up now. You were not born to fit in, okay? So there's an energy here of transformation. As you can see, the veil is over this woman's mouth. Okay, I feel like you're not doing that anymore. If you felt like you've been muted in some way, or even in your energy, perhaps you've been pushed down to the point where you feel like you cannot express yourself anymore. I feel like you've taken yourself out of the game for a little while to really reassess, who am I? What has happened here? Where's my feisty? And I feel like you're coming back bigger and better. I don't feel like you're coming out with guns blazing and being like rocking the boat. I feel like you're doing what is right and what is just, okay? What is fair, okay? So let us go to the final message before we clarify, before we end the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Wisdom of the Oracle. Any further messages for my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know? Thank you so much. They're just showing me some sprinkles, like hundreds and thousands. Whenever I think of those, they're always a celebratory kind of thing. So, where you're actually eating something with hundreds and thousands on it right now. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Maybe that hundreds and thousands, I mean, maybe that's the amount of money you're going to make out of your business, right? That would be amazing. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful, thank you so much. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, they want me to go again? Thank you so much, guys. So you got Imagine, and it's number 20, which is the Judgment card, okay? Clarity. Ooh, interesting. Clarity. Clarity, your life's purpose. It's almost like, look, can you see that figure? Gone fishing for a dream. The illusion, the moon is sleeping, so the illusions have shed away, and this figure is got a little fishing rod there. So you're off to catch something lucrative, okay? And I feel like you're about to do that. And also, can you see they're really highlighting these two lights either side? So again, there's something about partnership here, or being with the right partner, finding your soul tribe, things that set your soul light on fire. We will read from the book, but Imagine indicates, you're doing a lot of manifesting, and it's going to come to fruition. We also got Mending, but it's in the reverse. Okay, number 52, when you reduce it, 5 plus 2 is 7, which is the Chariot card. So, and it's in reverse, so you may have felt stuck. And we've got Unfinished Symphony, but it's in the reverse. Number 10, Endings Bringing New Beginnings. So let us see what the book says for you, because I don't want to tell you anything wrong. Number 20. Turning imagination into manifestation. Loving that. And the prosperity message is, this is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity, what it means to you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. Who do you need to be to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life that you desire? I mean, really imagine it without holding back the sheer force of your powers of creativity. If you can envisage it, you can have it. Get ready. For prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. Act as if your dreams will really come true. Wonderful energy. I'm loving that card. 52 in the reverse. What's really interesting is that card really connects to the competition I'm about to run. So perhaps I'll be choosing an Aquarian for the personal reading. I get guided to the person that I'm meant to choose, just so you're all aware. Mending. It's about forgiveness, making amends. And you got the protection message. It says, heartbreak is a strange healer of souls. Our grief strips away our masks and loosens our tight hold on separateness, where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as part of a larger scheme, opening us up to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others in the moment when we cannot hold ourselves together. And it leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is part of life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view this loss, as this pain, this dissonance, as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind. You are loved now more than ever by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone. One day you will look back on this and know this truth. It's interesting because a couple of readings that I did, I feel very much like the Pisces reading perhaps, and the Gemini reading, they were giving me a song. Now I've since gone and looked it up because I didn't know at the time, but it was Imagine Dragons, Believer, okay? And it was about pain being turned into power, you know, and rising up, pain into gain. And they're just giving me that song again, okay? So perhaps there's something in that song for you. But also, they really wanted me to highlight right now that if you're feeling alone, you're going through this, they're indicating that your soul tribe really do care a lot about you. They want to celebrate you, and they really got your back, okay? So maybe reach out to some friends, your circle of support, if you're feeling like you're going through a tough time. There is a lot of love about you, Aquarius. A lot of love. I just want to give you that before and you go there, and you will be very successful in whatever it is you're trying to action. Now we got number 10 in the reverse there. So you get the protection message. When unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it's a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It is not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Spirit wants you to win. I mean, that basically clarifies the whole reading. Exactly that. Spirit wants you to win. Okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Woo. So, interesting. We have the musical notes. And there's only one card in this whole deck where there are musical notes, and it's this one. Okay? So it's interesting. They really want you to pay close attention to the message this card brought. But things will get better. Perhaps they're indicating music is the key, especially since they gave me that song, Imagine Dragons, Believer. Now, I'm not here to sort of product place anything or, you know, sell anybody's work or anything like that. But I feel like it's relevant to your situation. Because the opening lyrics are, they keep replaying it, are first things first, I'm going to say what I want to say, or something like that. So I feel like it does start with this conversation. Whatever this is, standing up for something, I feel like it all stems from there, okay? Oh yeah, of course. And now they're indicating they want it on the messenger of air, okay? So there's something important there. Now, maybe you work within the music industry, maybe you work within an artistic field, and that's relevant to you as well. But ultimately, they're saying it starts with a big old conversation. Now, we've also got the butterfly. It's the biggest butterfly in there, so there indicates huge transformation for you. Big changes are happening. Endings are bringing new beginnings. So if you feel like you've been stuck in a rut, or things have not been happening quick enough, it's because you've been in the chrysalis stage, learning, growth, growing pains, that sort of thing. But now you're emerging. You're going to be very, very successful. They want it on the King of Fire. You're an influencer. Your pain being turned into gain, you can help other people. I feel like you lead with your heart, and whatever it is that you do, I feel like you'll do it with love, with passion, and financially there will be a lot of reward for it as well. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, I will leave that there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. Well, I found out it is important. It just lets you know that I update you with my next message, and it lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Also, if you'd like to win a personal reading, all you have to do is take 10 minutes out of your day and do exactly what this card says. Imagine, okay? Manifest. Think of the goal, what it is that you want to achieve. Really think about it and imagine it as if you have it, okay? Really feel, if you're standing on top of a podium because you've won an award, imagine what it sounds like to hear the crowd sort of clapping and cheering for you. Imagine that spotlight hot on you as you walk towards the podium. Imagine hearing your footsteps, you know, walking towards that podium and hearing them climb those podium steps and standing on the #1 position. Imagine looking out, all those lights flashing just for you, that you've been successful, that you've won. Imagine hearing your name being called out as the winner. All of those things, I want you to really see it and believe it. Equally, if you want to live a life by the sea, you know, where you're a freelancer, that you go and do a couple of hours a day online or something work-wise, and you just then walk out of your house straight onto the beach. Imagine what it feels like to open those doors and feel that air, that freedom, to the sea nature, to walk down those wooden steps. They're nice and warm because the sun has warmed them. The hot sun has warmed the sand. Imagine the sand between your toes. Hear the sea. Hear the seagulls. See some people in the distance walking towards you. All of those wonderful things. Imagine it as if you have it, okay? If you'd like to share it with the collective, please put it in the comments box below. I'd love to read them. But if you do not wish to, because it's often a very private experience, just put the word love, and I will choose one lucky subscriber from all of those on the 12th of April, which is the new moon in Aries, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians. Love and light.